Hello everyone, Scotty White, World Combat Sports here in the ATL in preparation for Gervonta Tank Davis and Yukis Gamboa. PBC fight card is going down next month. I have the opportunity of speaking with a radio personality, Atlanta voice. What's good with you, man?
Hey, what's poppin', man?
Hey, let them know who you are, man. How long you been in the game? Talk about your platform and the influence that you have down here in the Atlanta community.
So, my name is Itoro Umanswin, and I'm the manager editor for the Atlanta Voice, Atlanta's only active black newspaper in the city. Shocking how that is, but it's the case. The Atlanta Voice has been around since 1966, serving the Atlanta community for 53 years.
Are y'all in any association with the print media AJC or not?
AJC, I would say, kindly say that AJC is our rival, because when we started, we served we came up in the time of segregation in Atlanta, so the AJC served mostly like the white communities, Cobb, Gwinnett, North Fulton, Buckhead. We served everywhere else that was not being served by the AJC.
Good point. What's your objective now that you're here at one of the big boxing events that's ever hit Atlanta, Georgia? I'm not saying we haven't had superstars come out of the ATL, but this is bringing the sport center square to Atlanta. So your platform, you're going to be able to get that, that message out to the Atlanta community that may not be boxing fans just yet. How do you plan on doing that?
I think one of the keys is just sharing the access and bringing the fans in to the inner sanctum of boxing. I grew up as a fight fan. My parents are huge fight fans, so I know the importance of Atlanta getting somebody like Gervonta and somebody like Gamboa in the city. I know how big that is, but a lot of folks, some folks that may not understand the importance of having Showtime and these big guys coming into the city. So me as the manager editor, I'm gonna be out here taking the pictures, doing the social media, and also bringing the fans inside, bringing the fans with me, so they can see, how just magical and triumphant that this sport really, really, truly is.
Superb summation, summing it all up. I have to ask you while I got you on the mic. The fight Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz that just went down.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to check that fight out?
Saw it, yes, sir.
So I want to ask your opinion about the champion Deontay Wilder, being that a lot of people are assessing the fact that he was patient in that fight. Mm-hmm. The first time around, of course, it was a bit more activity. Deontay was able to drop him in the 5th round. Ortiz had his momentum, change in the 7th round to, early 8. Then Deontay stopped him in the 10th, right?
Right.
But this particular fight, he ended up being stopped in the 7th. Pretty much the entire first half of the fight, Luis Ortiz was able to, keep his foot on the gas and land his punches. But he ended up running into that same fate of Deontay Wilder's right hand. Mm-hmm. What's your assessment on the fight, man?
I feel like Deontay, the biggest thing, I feel like he's trying to answer his critics of showing that he's trying to show the world that he can be a technician in the ring. I think that's, while the public, they salivate over the one-punch knockout power that he certainly has. Is all it takes for him is just one punch and your soul leaves you. But at the same time, he wants to show everyone that he's a technician. He wants to show people that, listen, I got a jab, I can set you up, I have strategy coming into the match. I know that I can approach the fight like it's a game of chess, not checkers. And I feel like, he's got the one. And that ultimately sets up that one-punch knockout power, because at that point, you don't know what's coming. Mm-hmm. And that's what makes that one-punch, that knockout, much more devastating.
Do you believe he has underrated ring IQ? Because in order for you to have that punching power in reserve, you have to know how to utilize it, know how to execute it. And he was able to do that. Methodically, throughout the rounds, he was able to set up the perfect combination and finish Ortiz. What's your assessment on his ring IQ?
I think his ring IQ, not a lot of media folks, they don't really talk about his IQ, because his knockout power grabs headlines.
Absolutely.
It dominates Instagram. It dominates social media. It dominates ESPN, Fox Sports. I mean, I get it. That's what people want to see. That's what the average Joe, they want to see somebody. They want to see that. They love that. But the ring IQ, his presence, and understand that nous that it takes to set someone up to get to that point where he isn't expecting that one punch. It takes talent. It takes skill.
True words.
Deontay has that in abundance.
Atlanta voice, you couldn't have been any more lucid. I appreciate your assessment. Me having the first opportunity to interview you right here in my nest and egg. I actually grew up in Decatur, so I'm actually a true native. I didn't come here from up north or whatever. So a lot of things done changed. What you was talking about early, I've seen the changes and so forth that happens, that has changed Atlanta, from them building up the community to the radio and everything. Because you know V103 been around for a long time, AJC. Now I get to understand who Atlanta Voice is and what your platform is about. So salute to you for stopping in for World Combat Sports. Appreciate it and look forward to talking with you in the future.
Likewise, appreciate the opportunity.
Anything you want to say to your supporters out there, anyone that support Atlanta Voice?
Thank you for everybody who's been checking us out for the past 53 years. TheAtlantaVoice.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of the platforms. Like I said, we are, our platform is to be seen and be heard. We've been around for 53 years. So like I said, I appreciate y'all for keeping us in your stead, in your mind, and, let's keep going. Let's go get it.
No doubt, man. Much success to you, and salute.